Hi guys, it's me, S01 again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to Women's History Month in March 2026, I shall be covering episode 8 of season 1 of Carmen Sandiego, a great show. And the name of this episode is The Lucky Cat Keeper. Now, this is a real fun episode for me because I love lucky cats. You know, the Japanese cat that that's supposed to bring good luck to businesses and shop owners and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And they're also, I just found out a Japanese origin, so I love them more now. Anyway, this carries over from the last episode in which Carmen foiled the vile heist of a Magna Carta. I believe that it's one of the only episodes which actually refers to the previous heist thwarting. So that's good. That's a little continuity for you. Plus, it also tells us that Carmen also uses some of the money that she uses from stealing vital assets to for like charities, like the children's research and like cancer research and stuff. So that was good. And she uses her funding from them to pay for to go on auctions and stuff for valuable items because they're paying for it, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, she's in this episode she's actually going to I think it was and she was going to San Francisco, I believe, to see about getting a very expensive stamp through legal means to keep it out of our hands. Plus, it would make a good gift for a player. I don't know why he will want $10 million stamp. But, yeah, there's that. But the vital operatives, professors are debating whether there's to stop people mind bomb to go get it, or a tigress. And Jason yells at Coach Bud for being tough on Black Sheep, which is Carmen's first name before she took on the monkey ear of Carmen Sandiego. So there was that, and she also said that everyone was talking on her for whatever reason. So yeah, there's a little bit of a soft spot for her still. They just like to send mom to go get it first. And she goes over to the opera house, not to the auction house at the time, to pick up the stamp. And then it's revealed to be the one before I even got a chance to be auctioned off. So, one thing I got one about this one, as well as other episodes, other TV shows that feature fragile, valuable paper-like items like a stamp or a dollar bill or whatever the case is. if you're gonna have a paper item like that, or a really thin item like that, you want to keep it in pristine condition, like a baseball card or something. So it would make sense to keep it like in a case or keep it in a flat spot, so that if you put it in your pocket, you're not gonna risk devaluing it by putting it in, by creasing it or getting it wet or whatever, what have you, or dealing with the curve of your body and stuff like that. So it could be a real headache to take something like that, real valuable, put it in your pocket in general, unless you have the case for it. But no, these people they just put it in the pocket or in the coat or whatever, but like willy-nilly. It's kind of aggravating to me, especially because I used to collect Pokemon cards, and among other things too that require you to have lots of fizzes on them. So that's one thing that I bitch about. The second thing is that when they have Mind Bomb steal the stamp and then put it into one of Lucky Cat's statues from a Japanese place in Chinatown places, my fantasy spot in San Francisco. Yeah, they do make sure to mention about the facts of Chinatown and the Golden Bridge. Saying that the Golden Bridge, it's like surrounded by fog most of the time, but when it clears, it's a very beautiful sight to see the bay and everything. And they even named the fog coral or glows, which is real fascinating. Also, the Chinatown in San Francisco is the oldest Chinatown in America, probably predating the one in New York City by, I don't know, maybe 100 years or so. I'm not sure about that. I would like to go either or, but I can't right now. But I would like to. So anyway, the Mind Bomb put the stamp into a Lucky Cat bench for all intents and purposes, and they actually have like a little fight to clean the cat statue until it's stolen. And for some reason, Mind Bomb gets it, and then it's funny because we have Mind Bomb actually go into like we're on a park bench, but he actually mimes sitting on the bench right next to it in the open air, in the open space. So that's actually pretty fascinating that they do that. Now, I will say that mimes get a lot of crap, because they're like lower on an entertainment rung than the lower than say a clown. But it's funny that they get a lot of crap for it. But what my mom is doing right now is setting up upright, like as if you were into a bench or something, like suspended in air. So he's actually using his leg muscles to keep like that, which is no easy task. Trust me, I tried it. And I'm sure that people have tried it too and were more successful than I was. So that takes a lot of lower body strength to be able to pull that off. And given that my mom looks like more spindly than I do, thinner and more lean than I do, that's gonna take quite a bit of control for him to do that. I'm sure it's just like an animation thing where, do something funny with moms and stuff, but that's kind of funny to do that in real life, to mime something like that. So, eventually, Chase did no extra company followed the mine and then to bring him into custody. But the thing is that he remarked that it's a clown that was in the E08 twice before he decided to bring him in for questioning. Now, what's really funny is that when it comes to minds, Chase should know better than that to call him a clown, because he is French, and the Mr. Mime thing did come from France originally, so he should know better than to call a mime a clown. I forgot what the name of the guy that started the mime a trend, but it was Marcel something because of that Pokemon thing got me jiggy. With Mr. Mime being called Marcel, and that was in the first generation. So he should know better than that. Moreover, when Mime goes to the jail in the interrogation room, it's very funny that that when he's in the interrogation, he does the whole mime and shrink thing to get him to talk, which is funny because the whole mime stick only works when you're activated, when you're on performance. You know, mimes do talk until when they're not performing. You know, like when they get hurt or when they get injured, they'll go like, you know, they act red, they groan, they cry, they do this, that. That's just all an act. So it's funny that he's doing this. So I do think that when Mind Bomb is doing that, he's just prolonging the inevitable or so for time against Divino and Ms. Argent. So that's funny. Even though Ms. Argent is much more better at doing the mime and trades and things like that. So anyway, they have Chase interrogating the mime, and then it turns out that and the Vile group ended up sending Tigress to take care of the stamp. And to get the stamp, they were very, how should I put this? A very interesting action scene in which two of them, Carmen, Sandiego, and Tigress, end up going to the top of the one towers in the Golden Gate Bridge as the call clears. So that's a pretty nice. You do like an action sequence there. In fact, what's her name? Carmen has like a flashback nightmare about how she was in Charleston's course, and she had to find a dollar bill from inside his coat as part of his final exam. And in the gym sequence, they have it so that he's fighting back against her. But in the actual final exam, they don't have regard punching and kicking and all that stuff. Even though he is sweating for it to protect his dollar bill from Carmen's relentless assault. So anyway, they also mentioned about how Chase is driving his car, talking to Julia Argent on her iPad or whatever, So that's actually going into a very interesting thing that I want to talk about. Car safety. It's never a good idea to be playing around with an iPad or an iPhone when you're driving a car, even a self-driving car. Eventually we might develop technologies that can do that, but in this case, this shows that it's not a good idea. Even to right before he crashes the car off the road, that's always a good idea to have the chief from Acme actually close the bridge down so that they can capture Carmen and the other girl, Tigress, who's getting away on like an exciting car chase down the streets of San Francisco in like a big movie car that Carmen purchased for Zach, which he drove over. I think it's supposed to be a Pontiac, maybe a Mustang, and a fake movie car roll. So that's actually pretty funny. And of course they have to have it so that Carmen would come from a dream sequence all sweaty and stuff and saying, "Oh my god, I had that dream again." So anyway, they do have a exciting car chase with Tigress and the lead in a sports car, followed by Zach and Carmen in the Mustang thing. And then they have a chase in the French car, of course. So then they show him crash his car because he was too busy playing with the iPad, trying to get Miss Julia to give him advice and stuff on how to drive a car and how to eject and all that, which I think it was too complicated anyway. But let's see here now. If she's on top, Tigress gets away eventually, and she ends up stuffing the naked stamp into a hip pocket. I say naked because it's without a case. So that's kind of stupid to have a $10 million stamp like that. It could be ripped, it could be folded, it could be whatever else. So that will automatically devalue it. So yeah. And also Miss Bellum actually does reverse engineer Devino's Acme card to reveal who he is, which is a very bad thing because in the next episode, the season finale episode, it showed that people actually do hunt him down or are on the way to hunt him down, and the cliffhanger will be something to do with him. So anyway, I like this episode because it shows a good rivalry between Carmen and Tigress, as well as the other paper star. She gets around with the rivalries, and there's also a little bit of incel fighting with Coach Blunt and the rest of the group because she wants the two clear guys, the two gender guys, to take care of things with Carmen over the other people in the room on the council. So that's kind of fascinating because paper saw was more or less like a kind of she didn't like to listen to the rules. Apparently it seemed like her to run too, that she doesn't want to listen to the rules and stuff. Anyway, I like that little dynamic that everything in the council is not 100%, do it my way or else type of thing. Also, for the same matter is that Ms. Bell is also doing her scientific research and work on cards and figure out any of it while the bean was going on. Like, you can't take 5 minutes, 5 seconds even as you research to hold up your hand to vote for, whether they go with Tigress or somebody else. For that matter, I think they're the same thing. Yeah. It's also really nice that they put like a fake movie car in a fake franchise, kind of like the Fast and the Furious type thing, making like a universe type building thing, which is kind of nice. At first, when I heard the movie that it came from, I thought it was something real, but it looked like it's fake. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed the fact that Gang Carmen used her skills for good. And she helped her out, she helped to act me by returning the stamp to its rightful owner. And I like the way they showed that the stamp was survivable because it's the one survivor of whatever it was, Chinese stamp or something. So yeah, I thank you for watching my video on episode 8, season 1, Carmen Sandiego, a lucky cat keeper. Which, yeah, this time I could do another keeper that has the object in it, like a lucky cat statue. Even though it was empty when Carmen found it. I also like the way they showed the Mr. Mind Bomb doing the standing upright on, like sitting down, but like with his feet planted to show off his muscular strength. I also like the way Chase don't know the difference between a clown and a mime. There is a difference. Because mimes are usually nice and peaceful and quiet, and clowns are scary and they are loud and bombastic. No pun intended. But I like the fact that they show a good warning about driving with the with distractions on it, like an iPad phone or a computer or something like that. By the way, I think that you should incorporate eating in it too. You shouldn't be eating food when you're driving too, because that can be really distracting, especially if you drop it, or if you drop hot coffee in your crotch region. And these ladies too, that would really hurt, I'm sure. And let's see here, well, yeah, I can't stand it when they always put paper items, like fragile thin paper items, very loose in pockets or like on pointy objects and such. Because it can easily rip the item. Oh, you don't even have to be valuable for that to happen. But it still kind of irks me a little bit. So yeah, I did a bit of this episode for Women's History Month in March 2026. And if this episode is real hearty, happy peace, silver, because it's freaking awesome, so hell. Yeah, I mentioned everything was good. The Bible was pretty good too. So like the fact that there's like disagreement and kind of competition in the Vile Council. So if you like what you see here and you want more of my videos, always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Or if you want future information on my future videos, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Or you can follow me on Twitter or X at PNelsonPro. Also, my my email is jjviewingchannel@gmail.com. So, I absolutely like to show animation or Carmen Sandiego genre, if you will, or various incarnations of it. And they actually do a thing where they say, where in the world am I? As in Mr. Devino said that. And can I just say that I like to get a French guy to do the voice of Devino. I like to get a Latina woman to play Carmen Sandiego. And I like to get Japanese guys to play Shadow-san, which is pronounced sun, like sun, and Coach Bunch is saying, I know that's the actual just your American isms, but that's fun. So, peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys in Interland. Sayonara. Bye bye. And ciao ciao. Arrivederci.